Myself, Dr. C. S. Jayanti Prasad. Topics for this session: Introduction to Management and Definitions, Concept and Characteristics of Management, Importance and Levels of Management, Functions of Management. So any management is going to start with this discipline, should start with its definition, properly contents and characteristics, defining its scope and boundary, and prescribing the objectives for which it stands. So any sort of discipline you take regarding it starts with its contents or characteristics or scope and objectives. The term management is used in three alternative ways. Management as a discipline, management as a group of people, and management as a process. So management as a discipline. Discipline refers to a field of study having well-defined concepts and principles. So any sort of study should consist of concepts and principles. When we refer to management as a discipline, we include in the various relevant concepts and principles, the knowledge of which aids in management. Coming to second one, management as a group of people. So group of people here is unity formation. So to run the group of people, there is a existence needed is management. Sometimes we refer to management as a group of people in which we include all those personnel who performs managerial functions in the organizations. Management as a process. In studying management discipline, we generally refer to management as a process. A process can simply be defined as systematic method of handling activities. So there are different activities which are going to take place in organization. Those activities has to be handled by the management. Definitions. Management is the art of getting things done through and with the people in formally organized group. So I can say that management is purely an art of getting things done through with the people in organized group, suggested by Knut O'Donnell. Management is the art of knowing what you want to do and then seeing it is done in the best and cheapest way. This is another formation of definition of management, which is being suggested by F.W. Taylor, that is Frederick Winslow Taylor. Management is what a manager does. Lewis Allen. So these are certain definitions which are quoted for management. Concept of management. So there are certain concepts of management. Any management requires 4 M's. One is men, money, machine, material. So with these 4 M's, the management can easily maintain the things or manage the things with these 4 M's, that is man, machine, money and materials. So the essence are the pillars of management, I can say these 4 M's. Coming to characteristics of management, there are certain characteristics of management. I can say that various contributions in the field of management have changed its nature from merely a practice of science. Management is multidisciplinary. So management is sort of freely ideas and concepts from disciplines such as psychology, anthropology, economics, or statistics, history. So I can say that management integrates the ideas and concepts taken from these disciplines. Management is a group activity. So wherever there is a group of people for a common oriented goal, so management is going to take part and guide the group activity. Management is a goal oriented and every management is going to possess for goal orientation. Management as a profession, I can say profession is an occupation for which specialized knowledge, skills and training are required. So I can say that any sort of self satisfaction is being done with some sort of skills, and these are being attained with sort of management as a profession. Management is a social process. So for societal benefit, the management is also going to seek for every organization that it is being given in a good direction. Management as a continuous process. So wherever there is a task assignment or whenever there is a group or goal orientation, the management is going to take part. Management is universal. Management is a universal phenomenon. However, management principles are not universal applicable but are to be modified according to the needs and situations. Management is a system of authority. So management is going to give some sort of authority from various sort of levels such as top level, middle level and bottom level. You can say flow of authority. Next, importance of management. I can say. So any management is being defined with objectives and group of people, or I can say it consists of some sort of methods. So effectiveness, utilization of resources. So proper utilization of resources is most important thing such as manpower, machine power, money power and material power. To incorporate innovations, so management is going to design the things of innovative ways from idea generation. Idea generation can be sort of brainstorming sort of thing can be done. Stability in the society, resource development. So management is going to uplift the resource development in various areas. Management directs the organization. So management is going to take a key role towards the organization objectives. So just see if you're just going to say management or manpower or material power or money power or machine power, just turn this M into reverse way, that is W. So every manager has to become a worker and every worker's desire is to become a manager or management. So it's called responsibility and it is called as accountability. So levels of management in hierarchy, which is being represented in a diagrammatical way. Top management, board of directors, middle management, department managers, lower management or supervisory management consists of foremen and supervisors. Under them, there are some workers or crew members will be there or crew persons will be there. So this is hierarchy of management or levels of management. Coming to top management. Top management of an organization consists of board of directors, chairman and executive officers. The management integrates the functions of whole organization. So top management consists of CEOs or chairmen who are going to take the crucial part and who are going to take the key role in total organization. And their functions consist of determined of goals. So they frame the goals for the organization. Policy framing, they frame the policies. Formation of plans. So whatever the plans are there, either what are the strategical plans are there that will be maintained or developed or designed by the top management. Mobilization of resources to process. So requirement of resources are being evaluated by top management. Motivating personnel. So top management also motivate the personnel of other levels. Coordination and communication. So top management is going to also coordinate and communicate the things in a hierarchical process. Controlling operations to ensure realization of set of goals or objectives. So these are certain functions of top management. Coming to the hierarchy, second one is middle management. Middle management stands between the two management and supervisory management level. The number of levels within the middle management depends on the size and the level of organization in terms of employees. So I can say that middle management is going to act for both top management as well as the supervisory management. They are the mediators. They are the middle management, or I can say interlocking way. Functions of middle management. To run the details of organization, leaving the top officers as free as possible of their other responsibilities. So middle management has to relieve some sort of top management for other responsibilities. To understand the interlocking of departments in major policies, to achieve the coordination between the different parts of the organization. So middle management has to coordinate the other parts of the organization also. To develop leaders for the future by training and experience. So middle management has to give adequate training for the supervisory management or other levels of management so that they can make the leaders for the future. Supervisory management. At the bottom of the managerial hierarchy, we have the lower level management group called supervisors or foremen and office superintendents. Functions of lower level management. There are certain functions which are being maintained by supervisory management. I can say day-to-day functions or operational functions. Planning the day-to-day work of their sections and assigning the jobs to the workers. To issue instructions to the workers and supervise their functioning. Making available the required materials, tools, etc. at the workplace. Looking after the proper maintenance of tools, machinery and etc. To solve problems of the workers. So any sort of problems are being arised from the worker side, it has to be solved by the supervisory management, and it has to maintain the proper maintenance of tools are to also to be maintained by the supervisory management. Acting as a liaison officers between middle management and the workers. So sometimes they have to act as a liaison officers between middle management also workers, because as they are the caretakers for the workers, that is supervisory management. To maintain good human relations and maintain close personal contacts with the workers. So supervisory management has to maintain good human relations with the workers. Sending reports and statements to middle management. Functions of management and process of management. So there are certain functions of management. Management is widely regarded as process which is the base of for analyzing, takes various functions which managers at all levels of organizations perform in order to achieve organizational objectives. So with this sort of functions, any sort of organization can achieve or attain their objectives. So this is the diagram, that is planning, organizing, staffing, directing, coordinating and controlling. Let us see one by one. Planning. The first and foremost function of any management functions or organization function is planning. Planning, thinking before doing. Planning is a process of thinking before doing. It determines what is to be done, where it is to be done, who is to be done, and how results are to be evaluated. Second one is organizing. Organizing, I can say, systematically arranging the things in a proper way so that the work can easily attain its objective. It is a process of dividing work into convenient tasks of duties or grouping of such duties in the form of posts, delegating authority to each so that work is carried out as planned. So always there should be some dividing the work thing in a systematical way or convenient way with proper delegation to be also being given regarding the work. Though this process, all the activities necessary for good achievement are performed and repetitions and duplication activities is avoided, thereby reducing operation cost in the organization. So any organization wants to minimize its cost by avoiding duplications. So to avoid any sort of duplications, there should be some sort of organizing part. Staffing. So right person in the right place, that is what staffing can say. It means managing the various positions created by organization process. This is done by identifying workforce requirements, inventing the people and available and recruiting, selecting, placing, promoting, compensating and training, etc. Staffing assist in the section of the right man for the right job and right person in the right place. Determination of employees' remuneration. So any sort of staffing is going to undertake certain process such as recruiting, selecting, placing and promoting sort of things. It has four important elements. They are recruitment, sort of invitation towards the organization or any sort of openings are there. The process is being done through recruitment. Selection, based on the selection of candidate, based on it can be depends on based on interview skills or it can be based on written test. Various methods are being adopted for towards the selection process. Training, once the candidate is been selected, the person or the worker or the employee is going to be trained up in the particular field to get some sort of awareness towards the job environment. Compensation, based on some sort of compensations are also being given sort of things. Directing, this is another part of function of management, I can say. When people are available in organization, they must know what they are expected to do in the organization. Once subordinates are oriented, the superior has continuous responsibility of guiding and leading them for better work performance and motivating them to work with zeal, confidence, enthusiasm. So once the organizing part is there over, then the subordinate has to give some sort of responsibility so that the subordinate will feel to work and he will also get some sort of interest and confidence that he can attain the goals very easily. This work involves four important elements. Leadership. So leadership is a part, I can say, one the leader has to motivate others. Motivation. Motivation is sort of some sort of encouragement towards the workers has to be done. Communication. Proper communication leads some sort of goal attainment. Supervision. There should be some sort of supervisory part so that the avoid wastages can be maintained and optimum results can be attained. Coordinating, this is another function of management. There should be some three C's for coordination part: coordinating, communicating and cooperating. So with these three C's can easily attain any sort of goals. So coordinating part, communicating and cooperating. Coordination means integration. It ensures a proper tempo for all activities for an optimum use of resources. It developed teamwork for atmosphere among the staff, communicating, another sort of function, controlling, controlling consists of making the results tally with the targets of achieving close correspondence between plans and performance. I can say that controlling is going to given need of coordination arises particularly because of existence, subdivision and complexity of work, delegation of authority, and also numerous person at work. So controlling is an key for any sort of objectives can be attained properly. And I can say that controlling can be done in various jobs or various sort of things in different places can also be done with sort of controlling. Thank you. Kindly like and subscribe my channel, Dr. C.S. Jayanti Prasad. In coming sessions, we can look forward some more topics on management organizational behavior. Thank you.